Hi everybody, welcome to this very quick update, just with a little bit of news for you, tell you about the next Keyboard Live, and it's great to be back with my old mate, Adam.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, it seems a bit weird, isn't it? Because obviously,
Yeah.
with February being a short month, we had
Mm,
kind of two keyboard lives in quick succession, and then there's been a bit of a gap now. So now it's a bit strange, isn't it?
I
So, but
know,
yeah, hello, everybody.
I felt like I'd retired at one point. It seems ages since we did the last one,
I know, it
but
does, it does.
I had a really successful webinar in between. To be fair,
Mm.
we did a great sort of playing one, something a bit different. We had a huge response to that, so I was really pleased with that. And there'll be more of those to come. And you've been off on your travels.
I have. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch that one live because I was at the Hemsby Keyboard Festival, of
Yeah.
course, by the Keyboard Cavalcade. Been running for many, many years. And it was an important one for me, really, because it was the first time that we took Bone to a festival. And it was
Yeah.
great to be joined by Klaus on the stand for the week. And we did some, it was really, really good because if anybody's ever been to Hemsby before, obviously I've always done it as core because that's all I've done. But
Yeah.
this time we kind of opened the floodgates, really. We took Bone, we took Ketron, we took Korg, etc., etc. And it was really nice because during the day we do these sessions, kind of like mini keyboard lives, if you will, where we talk
Yeah.
about features and things. And you generally get, I don't know, 10, 15 people or whatever, and you're chatting away about the different features that they might want to be, that they're interested in. We did one with, well, we did three or four with Klaus over the week, and they were rammed. I mean, you've seen
Yeah.
the size of the room that we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
can probably hold about 40 people, and it was full every time. So it was amazing to
Great.
see that
Great.
there's still an interest in those products, which is very exciting. And of course, we've got Brett's Festival next week. Well,
Yeah.
depending when this goes out. So we're recording on the Thursday. So I don't know
Yeah. Yeah.
whether it's going to be next week, but next
Yeah. Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
So that's something else to look forward to.
Yeah, and I'm quite excited because that'll be my first venture out to a festival for 3 years now.
Yeah.
3 years. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
kind of
really
thing
looking
because
forward
it's
to that.
kind of like it's kind of like the Bone launch party, if you will, for Scan. Because
Yeah.
obviously we'll have yourself, Paul,
Yeah.
and obviously Klaus from Germany, and of course we've got Dirk van Ranzijn over from Holland as well,
Yep.
and they're all doing concerts, so that would be great at the festival.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, looking forward to that too.
Yeah, and I'm there to do some little presentations on the Ketron. And what I'm pleased to say is, judging by the after sales video calls I've done on your behalf, you seem to have done very well with Ketron at the Hemsby Festival as well.
Yes, we have. It always, to be honest, it's we always have because as we've mentioned many times before, it seems to be like the biggest kept secret in the keyboard world. There's like a Ketron world, if you will, of pro players
Yes.
and pro
Yeah.
enthusiasts, but they don't really venture. There's no cross, that are into the music that we're into, and Genos and PA5X, and it's a
Yeah. Yeah.
separate audience almost, really.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
nice to kind of showcase Ketron to this new market. And yeah, EVM again, really, really product at
Yeah. Yeah.
Hemsby. Everybody, we've mentioned this many times, everyone should own an EVM because it fits
Yeah.
with anything.
Yeah. Talking of the Ketron, there's been a nice little update out, a nice little free update with some new sounds
Yes.
and new styles.
Styles as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, great. The only thing I'm going to say, it's probably not the most obvious place to find where you've loaded the new data. So on the next Keyboard Live, I'm going to take 10, 15 minutes out and just show people where the new sounds and where the new
Yeah.
styles load into, because there's some great little things on there. So that's something for the Keyboard Live. And of course, we'll have Tom back
Excellent.
on Keyboard Live.
Yeah. What is it? It's sub or something he said, didn't he?
Yeah, a brand new
Doing the
subwoofer. It's almost like a hyper intelligent subwoofer that will fit in any system. So really looking forward to that because we don't know anything about it yet. So
No,
so
he hasn't
yeah,
told
and
us. He wouldn't tell us. But yeah,
now
so
I know.
obviously through doing these many keyboard lives that we've done, the Adam D3V monitors, of course, have been
Yes.
one of the best-selling products I think we've ever done on Keyboard Live.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's promised that it's going to be an amazing update for that. So I'm quite,
Yes.
because I know you've got a set, Paul.
Yep.
So it'd be
Yeah,
quite interesting to see your reaction, really, more than anything, and whether or not you're going to get your credit card out again.
I fear the worst. So yeah, Keyboard Live's back. Let me pop the date up. So it's Friday the 24th of April. Usual time at 2 p.m. or thereabouts. You know, within a few seconds we'll be live and we'll be on there. Please keep up the chat that you did on the last
it was
Keyboard
great.
Live
really
that we did down here. We had a lot of new names appearing. As you can see, it's all basically you're not seen. It's just it helps us keep the show flowing, and it gives us little directions to pop off in that we probably didn't expect to. But that's great. That's all part of the It's all part of the show. So
and don't forget, for those of you that are watching, like watching it on the TV at home, because of course you can do that now with smart TVs with YouTube.
Yep.
Don't forget, if you log in on your phone at the same time, just like I do when you're watching the show, I'm logged into the stream that you're watching.
Yes.
I can chat whilst watching it, if that makes sense. So you can almost watch it on your TV at home, but chat with your phone. So it's a really good, just obviously keep the volume down on your phone so it doesn't, but you can actually bring the chat up on your phone, watch on your TV and interact with us live, which is what it's all about. And also, Paul, we didn't mention, speaking of Ketron, there's a new product that's just arrived that we're going to feature on Keyboard Live as well, which is the new EVS.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to getting one of those out and we'll dive in and see what it's all about.
Yeah, just as a little taster for that, I assumed wrongly that it was just basically a sound module based on the EVM. But actually it goes a stage further than that, and there are so many different applications that you could use it for. It's so small, it's compact, and I can see a lot of people wanting to use that product. I really can. I and I will give this away. I didn't realise that the drawbar module is built in there, and the drawbar module in the event is fabulous. So if you link that up to a controller keyboard or something like the Korg or the Genos, where you've got the sliders there, you can actually make those sliders activate the drawbars on the EVS. I think it's going to be an incredible product.
Yeah, and it's also, you said it's small in size, it's small in price as well. That's one thing that we'll cover on Keyboard Live. So won't give too much away because obviously we want you to watch Keyboard Live. But I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully by then I might have more information on the EVM Plus and the Globe and other products that are due, because the only reason I'm saying that, as of today, Thursday, along with those orders of new products, so the EVS, as Paul has said, has arrived, the EVM Plus, the Globe, and also the accordions, we mustn't forget, they've released a new range of accordions, Ketron, are all on the same order. And I've had an update to the order this morning, asked me to pick the colours of the accordions. So they must be getting close. So who knows? Okay. By the time, in a couple of weeks' time, I might have information on EVM Plus when it's due and all that kind of thing.
Okay. So just before we go and just before we say goodbye, keep an eye out, because next weekend when we're at Cheltenham, we are going to attempt, if not live, we're going to attempt to do a little bit of video, a bit of chat when we're on the stand with a few people, and we'll put it out ASAP. So that'll probably go out before the Keyboard Live, and then you will be joining us for Keyboard Live a week on Friday, 24th of April at 2 p.m.
And if you have booked to come into Brett's show and you do watch us on Keyboard Live, please come and say hello. We'll be upstairs. We'll have a nice shop set up, and we're going to be doing some demonstrations, etc., through the weekend. So if we've never met you before, please come and say hello.
Yep. Okay, Adam, thanks a lot. And I'll see you next weekend.
You certainly will.
All right. Bye for now.